Hello there and good morning. Your empowerment message for the day is the gratitude card. To have gratitude, and the card says, be grateful for abundance, live in appreciation for what you have, and more good things will come. And for some of my notes that I wrote, is the first thing I thought of was just to express gratitude for the small things that you have. For like, I had a pen and paper today, so I'm grateful for that. I have my own notebook that I bought for myself. And, I have my own clothes that I buy. You can have like the phone, the iPad, the laptop, whatever you're watching this on. That is something to be grateful for. So don't forget about the types of privileges you have. Like for me, I feel like having a printer is a privilege, having your own phone is a privilege, your own room is a privilege, like your own space, a space that you can go to just for yourself. I feel like all of that is a privilege to have that, not everybody has. And I feel like it is a day to maybe, whenever you're seeing this, to put things into perspective of what you have to be grateful for. And it doesn't have to be, it can be something really small. It could be something really big. It's like you could be a homeowner, like a first time homeowner in your family. And, that is something really big and amazing to be grateful for. And you can also be grateful for, just being able to wake up every day in your own space. That is something that's so amazing. And, if you have good relationships with your siblings, with your family members, with your cousins, your grandparents, like if you still have all of your grandparents in your life, that is something amazing to be grateful for because you still have the time to create those relationships with them, to deepen those relationships and to learn more about them. And, like the rest of your family, like that is something really cool to be grateful for too. So I think it is, again, whenever you're watching this, a good day to be grateful, and to reflect on the things that you have, no matter how big or small, and to also express gratitude for yourself in just your life's journey and how far you've gotten yourself. You could have like the help of, just people online, people you see online coming across videos like these. Like, I feel like that is a part of community too. That's a part of help, and also being grateful for, seeing the right things at the right time, being, in tune with just the world around you and the way that things go in your life, and just moving along your journey the way you feel is best for you and making decisions for yourself. That is something amazing to be grateful for. Um, and I've written here, you've decided to go on a journey of growth and self reflection, one that not everyone goes on. So be grateful for wanting to be a better person than you were yesterday. I feel like growing is, and having the want and the desire to grow. I feel like that's not something that everybody has. And that is okay. I mean, like, to each their own, but I feel like growing and accepting difficult, challenging things about yourself, like even I was today, like times that I wasn't like my nicest, like even though I feel like nice and kind are two different things, but like acting like out of impulse and like just completely tearing something down because like that was how like intense my feelings were, that I just didn't know how to control those things. But like also being grateful for having a grasp on my emotions, and just us learning and going through every single day wanting to be better, and also thinking about a situation like, okay, how can I approach this in a healthier way in the future? That is growth. That is something to be grateful for. And also know that who you are is something to express gratitude for. Your sense of humor, your wit, your strength, your confidence, your creativity, and your adaptability, among other amazing things about yourself. The list goes on. Actually, like if you want to, write a list today. Write a list today of things that you're grateful for, of, personality traits that you really love about yourself that you might overlook, but that you think is like actually really cool about yourself. Again, it could be like your sense of humor. It could be like how quick you are to like say a joke, or like to connect something, and just your humor, and like I said, your wit, your wisdom, all of those things. And also the fact that you're enhancing those gifts every day is something to be proud of, that you are, obviously recognizing, like, we'll stick with the sense of humor. You're recognizing that you have a good sense of humor, but you're also like trying to get better at that. You're trying to, learn new things and make different jokes, and, you know, all these kinds of things. You could be just trying to build on your gifts every single day. And that is something that's really, really cool. So take the time today to express gratitude for what you have in your life, whether it's big or small, and for your journey, and also for yourself. Don't forget to take a few minutes every now and then to recognize how far you've come. because it depends on, I mean, actually, sorry, it doesn't matter how old you are. I feel like at any point you can reflect on your years prior, your years in like high school, your years in elementary school, your years, your 20s, your 30s. And especially like when you're turning like 30 or 40 or 50 to reflect on the decade before. Um, but we can also do that at any time. And I feel like today might be a nice time to sit and reflect about those things, even for a few minutes. Like, you don't need to sit and reflect all day if you don't want to. You can just take a few minutes, write some things down, and, think about like how you've grown through situations and how, if a similar situation arises now, how much you have progressed in reacting to that situation, in, how you want to respond to, certain people, certain things, certain environments, that used to really get under your skin. So that is something that's really cool and really amazing, to be reflecting on. So I also have written down here, the more gratitude that you have for yourself, the greater you can build your confidence. So, like I was saying, like those things, your sense of humor, your strength, your confidence, your creativity, your flexibility, your charm, your compassion, like whatever it is, the more gratitude you have for those things and just for who you are at your core, the things that come easy to you that might not come easy to other people, and that's okay. Like, we all have things that come easy to us. Um, but recognizing those things, building on your strengths, and knowing that, focusing on those things and also accepting the things that, you could be better at. Um, like if you want to get better at talking to people and you want to get better at like putting your face out there, making eye contact with people, like that is okay. Like, we can just build those skills over time. You don't need to like tear yourself down because it might not be your strongest asset, but you still have the time every single day to get better at the thing. So don't tear yourself down if something you feel like isn't your greatest, but focus on those greatest strengths. Be grateful for every single one of them. Know that and accept that you are still growing every single day, and that's okay. And allow your confidence to build in that way. So I hope that was helpful. Just choose to be grateful, even every day, just for something, like for waking up in the morning. Every morning I'm like, oh, like I'm grateful I woke up because now I get to do the things that I wanted to do today. And then I'm also like grateful for waking up in my own bed. I'm grateful for, like when I wake up with the dogs, all that kind of stuff. So all of those little things really add up. And I feel like they can just make our days a little bit better. Things in days where they can be a little bit difficult. Um, where things might not exactly go our way, like regarding other people, but we can choose every day to even find something to be grateful for, to flip our perspective, to get us through the day in like a healthier way, in a way that we, want to feel good about ourselves. So that was that for today for gratitude. Again, this is a card. It was really pretty. It's like this mauve color with this flower on it and the hummingbird. But that was it. I will be back tomorrow for another message. Also, yesterday I put out a video about harnessing your energy and, really recognizing your energy, the power behind it, the power that you hold in order to magnetize your deepest desires and your true desires by getting to know yourself. So that one is out. I will also like tag that somewhere else. So if you want to watch that, if you've watched this all the way through, let me know. And again, I will be back tomorrow with another empowerment message. But I will see you next time, whenever you are watching this. Bye for now.